Today, we're heading to the Philippines.
Let's go!
All right, what's this video about? What's this video about?
So, this is 14 reasons the Philippines is different from the rest of the world.
Sweet, I'm excited to check this
Should be
out.
cool. Yeah, we don't know too much about the Philippines.
No, we don't.
We know there's amazing singers that come out of the Philippines.
Oh, yeah, we do know that.
So amazing.
Yeah.
So we're going to check out more about the culture and different reasons that it's different from the rest of the world.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Did you forget?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, cool.
Oh,
What if I told you
so
there is a
peaceful.
country where over
Yeah.
175 languages are spoken, people
What?
text more than anywhere else in the world, and
Really?
boxing fights directly influence crime rates? It sounds pretty much unbelievable, but it's all true in the Philippines. 14.
I know that's where Manny
There
Pacquiao's
are
from.
more than
Oh, yeah.
175 spoken languages. There are
175.
2 official languages in the Philippines. Filipino, based on Tagalog,
In Tagalog,
and English.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Filipino is the most commonly spoken and pop culture language, and the government of the country uses English in their work. By the way, the Philippines are number 5 on the list of the world's top English-speaking populations after US, India,
Wow.
Pakistan, and the UK. All this sounds pretty
Really?
plain and ordinary, but in fact, the diverse linguistic groups living in the country use over 175 languages for their internal communication. Since many of them exist only in spoken
Wow.
form,
That's a
it's
lot of
impossible
languages.
to
Yeah.
calculate the exact amount. 13. Their capital is the most densely populated city in the world. The nation's capital, Manila,
Wait a
and
second.
its
I can't stop thinking about that. 175 languages.
Yeah, and that list, I've never even seen any of those.
175. I mean,
I've never even heard of those.
I can't even list like 10 languages. 175. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a
surrounding
lot.
cities that make up the Metro Manila area.
So I wonder if a ton, like over there, is everyone bilingual?
Probably.
Well, not everyone.
Not everyone, but well, it seemed like there was a handful of national languages and then a ton of like
yeah, at
languages
least
like-
Tagalog and English. It sounded
Yeah.
like, but then trilingual, is that a thing?
yeah, why not?
Is that what it's called though? Trilingual, or is it called something
I would
else?
guess that that's probably what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, 175 languages. That's
have a
insane.
population of 12.8 million people. During the daytime, this number gets way higher since many people come here to work. And while the number doesn't sound that crazy, take note that all these people live and work in an area of 16.56 square miles. This
Oh,
makes
wow,
the
so everyone's
population
packed
density
in.
equal to
Yeah.
111,002 people per square mile. And that's 5 times higher than in Mumbai or Paris, for example. 12.
Wow.
They have churches in shopping malls. Shopping malls aren't merely
Really?
a place where you buy stuff for Filipinos. They are safe, air-conditioned community hubs with gyms, health clinics, concert
Gyms?
halls,
Oh, that's cool.
nightclubs, parks, and even churches inside.
Nightclubs
So it's
in
no
the mall?
surprise that they are the favorite place to meet up with friends for so many locals. And 3 of the world's 10 largest shopping malls
I guess
are
why wouldn't you
located
have it in the mall,
Philippines.
right?
Yeah.
They are Mega Fashion Mall of SM Mega Mall, SM City North EDSA, and SM Mall of Asia. 11. Filipinos are the #1 texting nation in the world. You already know Filipinos love meeting up with friends at shopping malls, and when they can't see each other in person, they text. And when they do it, they rarely limit it to, "Hey, how are you?" In fact, they send about 400 million texts a day. And that's around 142 billion texts a year. It's more than the US
Wow.
and Europe put together. Not exactly
my
a little number for a
gosh.
country of 107 million people. 10. They have a unique form of transportation.
That's a lot.
If you
That is a
visit
lot.
Manila, you'll notice some interesting looking vehicles called Jeepneys.
Oh,
they
look
are
at those.
converted U.S. Army Jeeps that
That's
stayed in
cool.
the country after World War II. Filipinos adapted them to transport up to 18 passengers who jump on the jeepney going in their direction and ring the bell for it to stop. There are about 50,000 jeepneys in Manila, and they all look
Jeepney.
different.
50,000?
With basketball
Whoa.
stars, cartoon characters, inspirational
cool.
quotes, neon lights, and whatnot on them. There are 2 major problems with jeepneys: safety concerns and pollution. They produce huge amounts of black smoke.
Oh.
So hurry up if you want to ride before they get replaced with a rapid transit system. 9. One of the islands has more volcanoes than towns. The Philippines are, without a doubt, a super scenic location. Among all the islands that
beautiful.
are a part of it,
Yeah.
Camigan sure stands out, with more volcanoes per square mile than any other island on the planet.
That would
the
be
island
scary.
is
Yeah, it would
14
be.
miles long and 8.5 miles wide, and has 7 volcanoes and 5 towns. And even though earthquakes and eruptions shaped it, volcanoes have been deep asleep since the 50s, so thousands of tourists can safely visit the island these days.
Since
8.
the 50s, that
Their
wasn't that
national
long
flag
ago.
has a secret meaning. The national flag of the Philippines has 2 bands of blue and scarlet, and a white triangle at the hoist with a yellow sun and 8 rays, each of them standing for one province of the country. The yellow stars stand for the 3 largest island groups, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. What makes the flag really unique is that it can be reversed to declare a state of war. This happened during the
really?
Filipino
Oh.
Revolutionary War of 1898 to 1901 and during World War II
That's
in
pretty interesting.
1941 to 1945. 7.
Yeah, to flip it like
Boxing
that.
Yeah.
directly affects crime rates in the country. Filipinos love boxing and are crazy about their most famous boxer, Manny Pacquiao.
Yep.
Whenever he
Yep.
fights, the whole country is glued to its TV sets. And according to the Philippine National Police, PNP, crime rates in the country drop significantly when he's in the ring. During his 12-round fight
Oh,
against
they
American
drop, really?
boxer Floyd Mayweather Jr. that went from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., not a single crime was committed in the whole Manila metropolitan area. It was basically the same during other major fights with the participation
Wow.
of the people's champ, Manny Pacquiao. 6.
That means
A
literally
lot of
everybody's
Was
Filipinos
watching.
watching.
Yeah.
It might be because of their flexible and reliable character, or the fact that they speak great English as a second language. But more than 11 million Filipinos work abroad. It's around 11% of the population, and a quarter of all overseas nurses in the world come from the Philippines. 5.
Wow.
Their rice terraces are the 8th wonder of the world. Banawa rice terraces are the oldest in the world, and were so
Wow.
smartly
Oh my
designed that they
gosh,
still
that is
bring a
sweet
harvest
looking.
of rice and
Yeah.
vegetables, most of which get exported. And it is believed if all the terraces had been built end to end, they would stretch halfway around the world. Today, these places bring the country more money as a tourist destination than rice plantations, and thus they play an important role for the economy of the Philippines.
Looks really cool.
Mhm.
4. They produce a lot of coconuts. For years, the Philippines had been the #1 producer of coconuts in the world. And even though the leadership
know
now
that.
belongs
Yeah,
to
me either.
Indonesia, 153,532,000 tons per year is still an impressive number, isn't it? These coconuts are
Tons.
used to make anything from clothing to beauty products. 3. The first European to
Clothing?
visit the Philippines was Ferdinand Magellan. The legendary explorer made the first record of the
Magellan.
archipelago among the Europeans in 1521. He founded the first settlement in Cebu, and thus most of the area became a Spanish colony. This explains the fact that around 90% of the population are Christian, unlike most of the country's neighbors. In 1898, the Philippines went under U.S. rule and later, in 1946, became an independent republic. 2. A Filipino made the first karaoke machine.
Oh,
If you
really?
love to
Cool.
sing along, you ought to thank Filipinos for your favorite pastime. The first karaoke machine in the world was created in 1975 by Roberto Del Rosario.
Wow.
He patented
Yeah, that was
as
a great
the sing-along
idea.
system,
Yeah.
and even though there
Genius.
were some attempts to claim his creation, he still remains the only patent holder for the
Oh
karaoke system.
wow. Cool.
1.
Yeah.
Good for
The
him.
population is extremely good looking. Along with their love for boxing, texting, and shopping, Filipinos are crazy about beauty pageants. It might be the years of American rule that gave them this love for competitive beauty, but the fact remains a fact. They have won in all major international pageants 15 times. There were 4
Wow.
girls crowned Miss Universe, 1 Miss World, 6 title holders of Miss International, and 4 Miss Earth crowns.
Miss
The first
Earth?
official pageant
I didn't
was
know that
held
was a
within
thing.
the
Yeah, me
country in
neither.
1908. And since 2001, it's not just about beauty, but also for the promotion of environmental protection. Would you like to visit the Philippines? Or
Yeah.
maybe you've
Yeah,
already been
we'd
there.
love to visit the Philippines.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That looks like a really nice place. All those rice. What were those rice? Where is it?
Rice.
You know what I'm talking about? Rice terraces.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That looks really,
That is
really cool. Wow.
Yeah, it'd be really cool to visit the Philippines.
Yeah. Wow, Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, we've seen him fight.
Yeah, definitely.
Legendary.
Yeah, legendary boxer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still can't get over that 175 languages.
Spoken languages, yeah. That's really
unreal.
interesting. Cool. Well, a little bit more about the Philippines. Thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments down below if you enjoyed this video. What else do we need to know about the Philippines? Suggest some videos to us, and can't wait to see you on the next video.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching this. And if it's your first time coming across our channel and checking out one of our videos, please give us a quick subscribe.
Hit that notification bell to stay up to date because we come out with videos every single day, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See ya!